Hey there, it's Kimmy Some Sense coming to you with a new video. Sorry, as I'm trying to adjust my camera here. It's another Empties video, of course. I think my last Empties video that I uploaded was, I think, January through April Empties. And I almost want to say those are April-ish Empties because there was some overlap what I have for like first quarter into the early part of April. And so with this video, this is for, I want to say, the remainder of April through the end of June empties. And so again, I love doing these videos to see kind of again the products I've gone through, what I would buy again, what I wouldn't buy again, ones I could say I would recommend. But it's just a great way again to also keep making sure that I am enjoying what I have in my collection. Try not to buy as much as I've purchased in years past when it comes to the body care products, fragrances, hair care, skincare products, and trying to make a dent in what I already have. And sometimes that is much easier said than done. So I do apologize if you can hear any of the locusts or cicadas outside my window here. It is after like 9 o'clock where I'm at, or mid-July, and the month is flying by. So hopefully this will be, hopefully I can talk over again all the bugs outside, I guess, but we'll go ahead and get started. First off, I do have some what I'll call Hall of Shame maybe items, and these are items that despite my best of intentions, I either could not use them all, did not use them all, and they're no longer good, and so they have to go no matter how much I would love to use them. And the ones that I did buy, I didn't particularly enjoy them, and I probably shouldn't have purchased them to begin with. So I'll call these the lessons learned category. So this one was the Bath and Body Works Beautiful Day. This is the body cream. It had the fragrance notes of sun-kissed apple, sparkling cassis, wild daisies, pink peony, and fresh woods. This was like a floral, fresh scent, probably more so on the fresh side. I don't know if you can hear the sloshing. That's always like one, I think, sign that a body cream for Bath and Body Works namely is going bad. And then also it just smells a little off. So I'm tossing this. Unfortunately, I still have the body wash for it, and I did not buy the body mist for this because I finally came to a conclusion for a lot of the other Bath and Body Works items I've been buying that if I'm going to get the mist right now, I'm just sticking to the travel size. Because one, it takes me forever to go through them. I'm finally coming to the conclusion that I actually will have to basically almost saturate whatever I'm wearing with the body spray or the body mist in order to really get the scent to last a little longer and project. So I just have like the body wash up to this one. If this were to come available again at Bath and Body Works, I think simply for how long it took me to use it and trying to find the different scents and the notes that are here on the back of the, I guess whatever this is, the container, I would say I wouldn't get it again. I didn't dislike it, but I just didn't love it either, as evidenced by the fact that for how long I think I purchased back in 2024, and there's still a decent amount of it left that has since gone bad. So wouldn't get that one again. And then the other two that when I first smelled these, I loved it, and I don't know what possessed me to get two of them, but they have both gone bad. But it's the Dream Bright, also by Bath and Body Works. So these have the notes of sapphire berries, night blooming orchid, and crystallized vanilla. I have the body cream for this still, not the body cream, sorry, these are the body creams, but I have the body lotion and then the body wash for these. So maybe when it gets a little colder, I think those are still fine, but we'll find out. But that's another one that, as I have it by my microphone here, is also going bad. And to add insult to injury, I don't know if you can see, but I'll try and get it to focus. Like it's separated, and I know for sometimes with the vanilla in a lot of the body creams, over time it does darken. Doesn't necessarily mean it's gone bad, but the separation, like how dark this is turned, and the sloshing, the little noise you hear, lets me know it's time for these to, go the wayside. So that's why for a lot of the scents I get, especially since this is my first time for both of these trying them, so usually sometimes one bottle is enough, and you don't always necessarily need to go crazy with those scents. Even though Bath and Body Works, they have that, they're notorious for introducing something, then yanking it to where you wish you had purchased more. But I guess I would rather buy it, enjoy it, and hope that it comes back versus buy it, go buy more, and then I'm stuck trying to either use it up or I'm throwing it out like I'm going to with these 3 examples. And then this is another example of when body care goes bad, that again, because I've got a number of body creams and things already in my collection and some of the different body oils. This is the Equate Moisture Care Cocoa Divine Body Oil Gel. I've had this for longer than I'm willing to admit. And I love this stuff. I love using it. I will buy this again. I just didn't use this fast enough. And I purchased this a while back as well. Like, I'm thinking this is probably a couple years ago as well. And the last time I wore this, I thought that maybe I was having like an allergic reaction to something, or if I'd eaten something, or if it was like a perimenopausal symptom, because I was super itchy when I put this on. And I think I've come to the conclusion that this probably has, you know, the ingredients in there probably broken down is what made my skin irritated. So it's going into the trash also. But I do love this. This is the, you know, equivalent to the Vaseline Cocoa Divine, or the Cocoa Butter Body Gel, Body Oil. So I recommend this, especially if you are looking for different body oils to try and you want something that's also reasonably priced, price conscious. It's not like the Brown Sugar Babe oils or the, was it like Skin Potion or Arena. This is just your basic, goes great with all your different like vanilla gourmand scents. So I will buy this again, but for right now, I'll add it to my, you know, future list of to restocks. But yeah, this is going to get trashed because it made me itchy last time. What else do I have in here? I've got a little bit of everything. So kind of like my last video, this will all be at random. But I'm just going to kind of slide this off over here because some of the stuff is going to go in the trash and some is also going to go in the recycle bin. So I've got the TheraBreath Complete Oral Rinse. Love the stuff. I have this in backups. I just love how it makes my, you know, breath fill when I, after I floss, brush, rinse with this. It's really good. I enjoy it. Doesn't really burn. It's alcohol free. So it doesn't really dry out, you know, like your gums or things like that, to where I do have some like the Crest mouthwash that's left over. And my husband uses that. I've used it too, but I think I've been trying to slowly, one bottle at a time, just move us onto this stuff and the other different varieties of this brand. So love it. Can't recommend it enough. And I think for this one, I actually purchased this at Marshall's, but you can get it at, yeah, Marshall's, TJ Maxx. The expiration dates are still good. I think like your local Kroger, Target, Walmart, it's sold all over. So love that one. I've got here my hand. Let's see. Oh, and then I do have another TheraBreath that's actually, oh geez, I have a few. Because again, this is over a few months of Empties. So I'm just going to dig in my bin here. So then, yeah, I also have, when I was talking about the other varieties that are there, this is the Healthy Gums Oral Rinse. Love this one. We'll buy again. This was a travel one. This was the Deep Clean Oral Rinse. Love it. And then this one was the Overnight Oral Rinse. So this is when you know, floss, brush before you go to bed, rinse with this. And yeah, it says fights bad breath for 12 hours, helps prevent cavities and rebuild enamel. No alcohol, no dyes, non-burning. So I like this because, yeah, it doesn't have, like, I know for the, like the Crest mouthwash that I've purchased for us, like, usually I get it in bulk at Costco. It's got the dyes in it. And so if you're sensitive to that, you don't like things with dye in it, this is a good option for the overall TheraBreath brand. And I think this is one, I picked this one up from TJ Maxx. So we'll buy this again. Love the product. Just, yeah, enjoy it. So that'll stay. I think that will be a continued staple as part of, like, you know, body care, oral care, you know, staples. So next up here is some a hair care product. It's the InnerSense Hydrating Cream Bath. This is formulated, I believe, so for thick, coarse, and damaged hair. And also just for like coily hair. So it says a luxurious hydrating shampoo for thick, coarse, and thirsty hair. I used to follow the See Some Curls or, oh my gosh, I forgot the other name of it. Because there was the the method that was for the hair for stylists to use versus, you know, your everyday, I guess, curly girl hair method. But this is one of their recommendations and it was okay. I won't buy this again. It didn't give me the moisturization I needed that I thought that I liked for my hair. And for a shampoo, I mean, it kind of felt a little drying, like almost to the point of maybe being a little more clarifying than moisturizing or hydrating. So wouldn't get this again. It was not cheap. So I think I purchased this at Ulta. But it wasn't a favorite of mine. So let me know in the comments if you've used this product, you liked it. I mean, or if you've, you know, again, looking for a recommendation, but I can't recommend this one. Didn't like it, won't buy it again. That's like a one and done. This one here is the Bath and Body Works Pumpkin Cupcake foaming hand soap. This has the notes of baked pumpkin, whipped vanilla frosting, and golden honey. I liked this one. I would buy it again if it came out in the fall. It does most definitely give me, just kind of like when, for me, I like to go back through, you know, I want to say at late August, September, and kind of do some fall decor. And so this usually, when I put this out, this always puts me in the mood for just, again, just the overall fall season. And so this one was probably, I don't know if I had this at my kitchen sink because of course, you know, it's for what I used mid-year. A little weird for, to have pumpkin cupcake in the mix, but I think I just had pulled this out because I probably had some left before he swapped over to the holiday scents, and then just want to use this up. So would buy this one again. Of course, if you've watched my previous videos, you know I'm a chapstick fiend. Oh gosh, there's still a little bit left in there, but I scoop it out, try and get as much as I can out of it, but I think I just gave up on this one. So this one's in cherry. We'll always keep that as part of my collection. Love it. This one, I've got the Nature Made Stress B Complex. So this is pretty much your vitamin B vitamin, or your B vitamins. So this one's got vitamin C, vitamin E, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B6, folate, vitamin B12, biotin, pantothenic acid, and zinc. I love this stuff. I take another vitamin pack that I usually have to make sure I take it with food so it doesn't upset my stomach. I can take this on an empty stomach, which probably is not the best because it does say take 1 tablet daily with water and a meal. But, you know, if I've eaten and forgotten to take this, or I'm not hungry yet and I want to make sure I don't forget to take this, it doesn't bother my stomach, and it does help me with just extra energy and, you know, just for even like mental, I guess not, stamina, I would say. So as I'm probably running out of it right now. But I do like this and will continue to buy this. So I also have here kind of some items I use for hand cream. I've got the Drunk Elephant Theraboo Buttered Reparative Hand Cream. I got this at Marshall's. As you can see, I cut it open, get it all down to the last drop. I love this stuff. I did talk about this in a previous haul video that I did, so that I stocked up on this. Now, when I first saw this at Marshall's, I only saw one on the shelf, and well, not only one. There were several. There were a few on the shelf that I was like, well, let me just try one, because I have used some Drunk Elephant products before, and I've liked them. It's never been enough for me to say like, oh, I'm going to go back and get more. But this, I love this stuff. It is very, I don't even want to say it has a scent. It's very neutrally scented. It's not sweet. It's not, you know, it's not a gourmand. It's not a floral. It's almost, I don't want to say it's without fragrance, but if you're looking for something that is fragrance free, this is honestly, I think, as close as you would get. It is moisturizing. I love the feel of it on my hands, and I wish I had purchased everything they had on the shelf at Marshall's that day, but with my luck as it goes, I probably would have bought all three and then hated them versus buying one, because this was $10, and this is sold, and this is still sold at Sephora and Ulta, but it's like $25. $25 hairs for some hand cream. And of course, I went back and purchased the full, well, not at full price, but I did go ahead and get it back at Ulta when they were having the points multipliers, and it was during my birthday month. And so I would only buy this at, not to say it's not worth full price, but that's not cheap. So, but I love the stuff. I'd recommend it. I feel like if you're looking for something that's a little bougie, you know, it's just 2.5 ounces. It lasts for a while. And again, you can cut it open, scoop out every last drop. But yeah, love this. This will still continue to be on my list. So again, as I go through and I use these products, you know, there are some products that I would not settle for. Like if I didn't like this, I wouldn't buy it again. But I love it, so I'll buy it again. And that just means that's just me having to be a lot more selective about any other products I get, to where if I want to make room for this in my hand care, skincare, body care budget, I'll do that. That just means that's just other items that I will not buy that I don't like or don't absolutely love. I want to make room for those types of products that I absolutely like love, and just want to make sure like, okay, this is a staple. As long as they make it, I'm buying it. And as long as they don't change like the formula of it. Because this is another example of probably like this one I would not buy again. This is a travel size of the Curel Ultra Healing Intensive Lotion for Extra Dry Skin. This is small enough to where I just use this as a hand cream. Because honestly, for this to be 1 ounce of lotion, for me, if I were to use this as a travel size, this would probably be like a 1 body application, or half of my body. I mean, I use a lot of lotion. So wouldn't get this again. It was okay. I think if you want something that again is, you know, this is unscented, I believe. Yeah, safe for sensitive skin, dye free. I would say like, yeah, this is a size you want to try if you're looking for different lotions to try, but this is a one and done for me. I wouldn't want to go and get this in a full size. So that's that for there. Let's see here. I don't know if I have I don't know where the bottom of the cap went for this, but this is the Jergens Weightless Wet Skin Moisturizer. This is infused with the Restoring Argan Oil and Hyaluronic Acid. Love this stuff. This for me has been perfect during the summer, where if I don't always want to wear like a body cream, but I want to go ahead and use up some of the lotions that I have that are a little thinner, but I know that my skin still won't be totally moisturized with the lotion. I use this, like, you pretty much put this on wet skin as you get out of the shower. And then you just kind of pat your skin dry with your towel, or like your, what is that? Like your, well, I guess, yeah, whatever, your towel. And so, love this stuff. I want to see how much of this I actually have left in my back stock, because I want to get more of this, but I want to be able to get it on sale, or at least get some points for it doing something. So love this. Can't recommend it enough. It does leave like a nice, kind of seals in the moisture, you know, from your shower. You put it like, you know, you put your favorite body lotion on over it, and you get the mileage out of it. So love this stuff. This one here is the Sand and Fog Tahitian Vanilla Scented Hand Soap Refill. I do like this packaging just because, you know, you can break it down, and I think this is recyclable. But I did buy the glass bottle of this, of the Tahitian Vanilla. Use that up. Love the bottle. Want to be able to see if I can actually take the markings off that says Tahitian Vanilla and just reuse it as a soap refill. So like a container just to have. This was $6.99 at Marshall's. I liked it. I don't know if I'd want to buy it again. Cause again, like Bath and Body Works, the foaming hand soaps, that they just have they have my heart. So, but this one was a nice, lightly scented vanilla. Didn't really overtake. Like, again, if you were to wash your hands with this, but you had a different scent combo on, or, you know, it doesn't overwhelm. It doesn't take, I guess, well, what's the best way to say it? It does not overtake whatever scent combo you're wearing. It's mildly scented, but it still has that, like, you know, like a little vacation vanilla scent to it. So, I might consider buying if I were to find this one again, but I do like the Sand and Fog hand soaps just for the pricing. And this was like 34 fluid ounces. So I think it's a good value. So I would say if you're looking to kind of go up from, like, say, soft soap, and you want a little bit of an upgrade, you know, look for the Sand and Fog in the glass bottle, and then look for the refill. And I think, you know, you get your money's worth out of this. So I would recommend this. Will I be in a rush to go out and buy more? Not right now, but they would be on my list for other hand soap brands to, you know, add to, just kind of consider buying again in the future and having a back stock of. All right, so then we also have some, let's see here. Fine, I got another. I've got so much stuff in here, which I have to say, I went through a lot of products, and I am very, very proud of myself for doing so. So I just want to keep that, keep that up, keep the momentum going. So for this one here, I've got, let's see here. Next up, a couple body lotions, and I guess this would be, yeah, these are both body lotions. So this one is the Pink Sugar Creamy Body Lotion. Smells like, just again, like a sweet cotton candy. Everyone kind of jokes that, I'm trying to think, it's Paul, I think, is it Paul Reacts? He is a fragrance body care influencer, creator. And he always says things about like pink sugar, where I think it smells like, I don't know, something strippers wear. I don't think that's the case, but I love this scent. I would buy this again if I found it. I think I had to get this off Fragrance Net, and so it's not readily available. Like, I don't see it a ton when I go to, say, TJ Maxx and Marshalls, unless it's been part of a gift set and it comes with a small bottle of pink sugar. I never see the lotion and even the shower gel on its own, which I don't know if I've talked about the shower gel in the previous Empties video, or if I have it already maybe in here somewhere. I may not, but I would buy this again. Not in a rush to repurchase it right away, but this would be on my list that, yes, if I see it, I would buy it again. If I see it on like fragrancenet.com, I would buy it again too. I liked it. It did leave a good scent when you paired it with the other Pink Sugar products. Wasn't really super drying from what I could tell, so I liked it. But again, not in a rush to go back out and buy it right away. And then, or actually, what is this? No, sorry, just kidding. It is late, so I have used a shower gel. I did like that. The body lotion did have some moisturization to it as well. I did actually layer it though with, like, I have another empty jar of CeraVe in here. So I would layer it with that, or even with, when I talked about the Weightless Sweat Skin Moisturizer, I'd use that also. So I would buy this and the corresponding shower gel together to use as a pair. But again, not in a rush, but I would buy those again. For the others, I've got here then the Victoria's Secret Cake Confetti. I have the body lotion, but then I also have the fragrance mist. I have a fragrance mist empty, and it's a full one that I finally went through and emptied it. I don't know if I have, I don't go through a lot of it takes me forever to use those up. So this was a very big accomplishment for me. I loved these two. I don't think Victoria's Secret, I think right now it is discontinued. I think I had to purchase these off of eBay a couple of years ago. And so they both have lasted. If Victoria's Secret came out with this again, I would buy in a heartbeat. It's got notes of vanilla cream, marshmallow sprinkles, and it's just your typical, just very sweet gourmand. It's like a lightly sweet gourmand, almost like a, yeah, vanilla, like I said, it's vanilla cream, like a vanilla, not quite a buttercream. I'm trying to think of almost like a light ganache maybe that you would like pour over like if you've ever heard of dessert petit fours, it kind of has that kind of scent of where it's like you've got the little small cake and you've got like a liquid frosting that pours over it versus a solid frosting that you would spread. That's what the scent reminds me of. But I loved it, and yeah, this came available again through Victoria's Secret. I would buy it again. All right, next up, I've also got the Soft Soap Holiday Cookie Warm Vanilla Scent Body Wash. I love a good soft soap body wash. This is a very generic vanilla scent though, so nothing to write home about. I don't know if I would buy it again if I saw it offered, or if it was sold, like, again, like a seasonal scent. But yeah, it was all right. I don't know if I saw it, I wouldn't feel a need to stock up on it. So we'll just say that. And then this one here is the Kath Kidston Pistachio Cookie Shower Gel. So I bought this back in 2024 as well. One thing that I do like about, this particular brand, I suppose, and other brands like it, where the shower gels and the body lotions, they come sealed. I think that goes such a long way in where, again, if you have a back stock and you don't want anything going bad, or you're not trying to rush through products, it's nice when they're sealed or when they have an expiration date on them. That is one of my gripes with Bath and Body Works, is they don't have the expiration date and they don't come sealed. So right then and there, you already know like time's a ticking to use those up. So so I appreciate it for this reason, because I think I have a backup of this one, because I bought the shower gel and I bought the body lotion. I have two, and I have like two of those left. I may have used up the body lotion in a previous, I might have had that as in previous Empties video. But this one was okay. Once I use up the other one I have, I wouldn't buy it again. It did give pistachio cookie, similar to when Bath and Body Works had released, I think they were supposed to be their interpretation of the Yum Bougie Pistachio. And I haven't seen this again, honestly, and I think I got this, I think I ordered this maybe online through TJ Maxx. I haven't seen it in the stores, and I haven't looked online again for it since, so I'm fine with this being one and done. So it was okay. It was a kind of a thin body wash, so you know, you'd use a fair amount to get a good you know, suds going, or lather foam going. And so once I use up the other backup that I have of the body lotion and the body wash, I will end up I'm good. I don't need to buy any more of it. I've got another foaming hand soap. I'm going to see if I have any more of these other foaming hand soaps in here, just to be done with this category. Let's see here. I don't think I do. So I will go on to, oh, I did find couple other things in here. And also let me know in the comments as you're watching this video, if you're like, hey, this is very disorganized. Sometimes it's nicer to see things when the categories are organized. Let me know that as well. I like the feedback to make sure that, again, this is a good use of people's time to watch the video. I know there are some people that they just like to kind of see all the random products that are out there that people are going through. So anyway, feel free, give me just let me know in the comments. I do have another foaming hand soap, the Crisp Morning Air. This one has notes of fresh pine, juniper, and juicy pear. Love this as another one for spring, fall scent. Like especially when the weather starts to get cool out, when you think Crisp Morning Air, I think of like a cool fall morning. That's what comes to mind with this one. So enjoy this one. I would buy this one again. I think they still sell on a regular basis. I think this is kind of one of their standard offerings. So I would, I'd buy this one again. And also, I do have the Pink Sugar Glossy Shower Gel. This is my other empty. So as I said before, I would buy the body lotion and the shower gel of this together. Again, not in a rush to get it, but this one did foam pretty well, and it wasn't super drying, and it did help with it did leave a good of the scent behind of the Pink Sugar. So if you like Pink Sugar, then I would recommend this, you know, to buy that one as well. So I like it. We'll buy it again, just not in a rush to right now. And then I've got some more body washes here that might be once I go through the rest of these. Let's see. Yeah, I think I've got the rest of the body washes here, so we'll talk about those. I've got the Native Sugar Cookie body wash. This one is okay. I have a bunch of other Native body washes I need to use up that I wouldn't buy them again. I think this is 18 fluid ounces, and because of the sheer amount of body washes that I have, it's taken me a while to get through the Native one. So it was okay. I wouldn't buy it again. For Native body products, I feel like you can take it. For me, I feel like, you know, take it or leave it. You know, when they've had a lot of their new releases out, I have not been in a rush to get them or smell them. So I feel like, again, for all the other products that are out there that I enjoy, I don't need to go chasing down Native. So it was all right. One and done's fine. Then I've got two other Bath and Body Works body washes. I've got the Gingham. This is like the OG Gingham. So this has the notes of blue freesia, white peach, fresh clementine, violet, and clean musk. This one was okay. It took me a minute to go through this one because, again, you can tell like the packaging is totally different for the Gingham line now at Bath and Body Works, but it is a fresh floral. If I did want to get it again, I think this is on their regular offerings unless they decide to switch it up again. But I did like that I could wear this with a number of different scents because it's got, it's got the note of violet, fresh clementine, white peach. I could wear this with some different scents. So I think one of them that I wore it with was Burberry. Was it Burberry Her? I think it was Burberry Her. Hopefully that's what it was. I'll check again after this video. Because it had like the peach note. What else did I pair this with? I think the new KLE Sparkling Peach. I paired it with that as well. And so that's what I liked. So if I did get this again, if I really was like, oh, I would like to pair this with something, I just get the travel size of this one. So that's how I feel about it versus getting a full size bottle. It's kind of like, you know, if you have a craving for like, you know, a cupcake or something, instead of getting the full 6-pack, you get one and you call it a day. So that's how I kind of feel about the gingham. And then this one is Chasing Fireflies. And actually, you know, while I'm on both those topics, I think I had, what did I have in the other? Oh, I had the body cream that I used up in my last Empties video. This is the body wash. So this one has the notes of golden pear, jasmine blooms, and illuminated woods. I love this so much that when I bought it at one of the semi-annual sales, I went online because once I started running low on everything, I had to go to eBay to, oh geez, someone's car alarm's going off. Hope. Okay, I think they got it handled. So love the body wash, love the scent. This goes great with, the primary fragrance I've worn this with is, I still have the bottle here because I need to do a review. My initial thoughts on the new Easy Bake fragrance, but this is a Huda Beauty Easy Bake. And so this one has the notes of lush pear, tuberose infusion, ylang ylang, vanilla Madagascar, and sugared amber. And so with the pear and the jasmine and the illuminated woods, they went together perfectly. I remember I wore this to one of my dentist appointments, gosh, probably like a year or so ago. And I remember the dental hygienist and like the front office staff, they had asked my dental hygienist, they're like, is that your patient that smells so good back there? And she's just like, yeah. And so she came to ask me, she's like, what are you wearing? And so I told her it was this, and then the Easy Bake. And so love this stuff. Again, I think I said this in my last Empties video. If Bath & Body Works releases this again, I will buy it. Again, I won't go crazy with the backups, but I will get it and I will make sure that it goes to good use. Because also, like I mentioned, when Bath & Body Works stopped selling Chasing Fireflies, I went to eBay and I found the whipped body butter. So I still have some backups of, I think for sure, the body mist, which that one's almost going to be in my next Empties video because I'm almost done with that one. And I think I still also have another one in the body of the shower gel. So love this stuff. We'll buy again. Very moisturizing. I love the body butters more than the body creams for Bath & Body Works. So hopefully they it would be nice if they released more of those, more of these just for their other scents, but I'll take what I can get. So anyway, love this. We'll buy again if it were to be sold again. This is another one that I love. It's the Suave Deeply Clean Antibacterial Body Wash. I like this one as a base cleanse, and sometimes if it's a day where I'm running late or running behind, just as a regular cleanse. This works great during the summers for sure. Again, just for, it's got benzalkonium chloride. So it's got an antibacterial purpose. So it works for, again, during the summer when you get hot and sweaty, you know, sweat's natural, but you know, the bacteria that's on your skin is kind of what kind of helps create that funk. This helps, another preventative measure for it. So love this. I need to buy some more of this as a restock, but I can't recommend this enough. And it's reasonably priced. I love Suave products. So, I think ever since I was a kid, that's what my mom would get. It's what I've used as an adult. I like it. I think they're worth the money. And very reasonably priced, of course. And then I've got two secret deodorants, both Cozy Vanilla. I can't believe how fast I went through these, but I think for a while, because I am a gourmand lover, this works perfect to where if you don't necessarily want to have a deodorant scent for every type of scent combo you have, this is perfect for your gourmand scent. So worked well, love it. It's deodorant. I mean, I cannot do the natural deodorants. I think I've talked before about some of the, what was it? Like the native deodorants. I do love Lumi. Lumi works great. But other than that, like just give me my aluminum. Like I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And I don't want to be stinky for part of it. So that's just my feeling. All right. So what else do we have here? Let me go back through since I was talking about all the other body cleansing items. Let's see what else I have that I can go back through and knock out here, since I am getting to be at the 35-minute mark. So hopefully I can just make this hopefully I can just get this to 40. Well, it'll be 45 minutes. So hopefully you had a snack. If not, pause, go get a snack, go get a drink, and it'll be another maybe 10, 15 minutes. So, all right. And so since I had already grabbed these in the bin here, I've got also 2 more chapsticks. So I had the cherry one earlier as an empty. So this one I've got cake batter. Love this one. And then I've got hot chocolate. This one I think is usually, I think this one's a year round like the cherry. And I think this one's like seasonal, but love these both. So just, I love gourmand everything, even gourmand chapstick. So we'll continue to always buy chapstick because I got soup coolers and I can't have dry ashy lips. So, or chapped lips. So, but back onto the body care. I've got the Dove Antibacterial Care Bar Soap. This is another one. Same ingredient as I mentioned earlier about that benzalkonium. Hopefully I'm not butchering that chloride. Love this. We'll buy these again as well. Just to have, again, works great as a base cleanse. And then if you are the type of person where you don't necessarily like the antibacterial products, that you like the idea of doing a base cleanse. I get it, just because I know people do have their concerns about using too much antibacterial stuff and it maybe even making you be a little more, you know, the bacteria resistance, or antibacterial resistance or antibiotic resistance. There we go. This is another great natural option that I enjoy this as well as a base cleanse. So this is the Dr. Bronner's All-One Hemp Baby Unscented Pure Castile Bar Soap. I've got 2 of these that I used up. And I think I had talked about the actual liquid version of it in my previous empties video for that January through April empties, and I had the actual bottle. I had said for that one, if I were to use just like the liquid for another use, I would buy it again. But the way these are formulated, it's a lot more gentle on my skin versus using the concentrated version and then like putting it on like my washcloth in the shower or in my like a shower poof, and then not having it kind of watered down, or having it too concentrated. It makes my skin more dry. This is perfect. So I will continue to buy the bars going forward of this stuff. So, and honestly, if I'm in a rush and I don't have time to wash my face separately outside of the shower, I use this to wash my face sometimes, and then just, head to toe base cleanse, get on with life, rest of the shower. These are great. So we'll continue to buy. Those will be staples for my collection. This one here is the Honey Pot normal foamy wash. Like I've said before, I say it's for every video. Like if you know, you know. I like this. It's gentle, works great for like all times of the month. So we'll continue to use this one as well. But, again, as an alternative, the baby unscented Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. For me, I feel it works as well, but this is also very gentle, and it comes in the sensitive scent or sensitive formulation as well. This one here, I've got the Panoxyl Acne Foaming Wash for face and body. I have used this again as a base cleanse. This one I have not used. I use this probably for a couple times a week where, sometimes you have those days where it's just like the deodorant, you ran out of deodorant before you ran out of day, if that makes sense. And I find on occasion when I've used this, I know if I'm going to have a long day, and again, I need my deodorant to go the distance, but I want to make sure everything feels nice and clean. I've used this like for pits and under boob. Hopefully that's not TMI. And so I usually just buy the small travel size of it, and it's worked. So I do have some of this already as a backup. And so I'm going to keep using it when I need it, but this isn't a daily thing. I would say I would use. I just use it when it's kind of like I need a good reset somewhat to get me through the day, let my deodorant kind of last longer. And so I haven't used this on my face either, but I would say, again, you can use it for face and body. It's got the benzoyl peroxide as the main ingredient, 10%. And so I would say, I can't say like, there may be some other reviewers that have talked about this, but I would say for how I've talked about how I use it, that works for me. And so that's kind of just what I've been rolling with. And then I've also got, let's see here, as I go back through and look through some more of my skincare, I've got this Origins, oh gosh, okay, Checks and Balances polishing face scrub. I had cut this open again to get the last of the product out. I like this. I think this is the travel size that I purchased, and that is pretty much what I would continue to get. I think this might be like 4 ounces. I like it. It works every so often when, you know, I try not to use exfoliating scrubs a lot, but every so often when my skin feels dull, it needs a little pick me up. So I buy a small size of this just to get me through. And so, right now, I don't know if I kind of rush to repurchase this unless I see like a points multiplier at, Ulta, but, there's one other one that I also use that it's the Dermatologica, and that one is a daily exfoliant, micro exfoliant. So I have that right now, travel size of that one that I'm going to use and probably see which one I like better. And then just kind of make a decision going forward of, you know, which one do I enjoy more, and not necessarily buy both. Just, I guess, pick one or the other and leave it at that. So, but yeah, that's the Origins Checks and Balances. But I would say if you're looking for something that's, again, you want to do something to kind of, you know, get the dull skin off, but it's not like the St. Ives, what was that apricot scrub that, I don't know, like I'm 43. So if you are in my age group, you remember how heavily marketed that was, you know, back in the day. This isn't as damaging. But yeah, I like it, but I think I'm good for right now for what I have. So I'm not going to rush out to get any more. This is another one that's kind of similar to a daily micro exfoliant. This is a December White Science Whitecaps Enzyme Powder. And this one is more so for evening out your skin tone for any hyperpigmentation. I've had this for a minute. It took me forever to use this up. I don't even know if my esthetician still sells this, but it was all right. I think I'm fine with this being a one and done. This did have a little bit of an exfoliant effect to it, but it was more so, I think, it would foam up. I think I'd use it at night, and it would just, just kind of help with just evening out skin tone. So one and done with that one. And then this one here, I've got the Tatcha, the Rice Wash. This is just a soft cream cleanser. I can't recall. I think I purchased this as I don't know if this was a gift with purchase, a birthday gift that, you know, when you go to Sephora, you can pick out of the different birthday gifts that they have available, or if I purchased this as a travel size. This might be a travel size purchase, and I think I have one more, and it's in the blue tube and not the purple tube. Or like the Tiffany blue, or like the teal tube, I should say. This was okay. It was all right. I didn't have it wasn't anything where it's just like, oh, wow, I see a incredible difference, or when I use it. I don't think it was drying, which was nice. So like, you know, I'd wash my face, and if I didn't get to the rest of my skincare right away, I didn't feel any tightness, but it wasn't anything either where I could see an improvement or see like a difference. So for my skin type. So I think I have like one more small bottle of this, but I might be done with this. Every so often I get a wild hair and forget about the fact that when I've used it, it was all right. It wasn't anything transformational. So, next up, I also have, let's see here. I've got the Nivea Skin Firming, Melanin Beauty and Hydration. I don't know if they still make this one specifically. This was okay. It worked well with, some of like my clean floral scents. It does have a fragrance to it, slightly floral. It was all right. I don't know if I would buy this one again. So this was Q10 and argan oil. I'm fine with this being a one and done. So this said firmer skin in as little as 2 weeks, 48-hour moisture lotion, dry skin. It took me a minute to use this up. I'm just going to be perfectly honest. So whatever the different claims that were being made, I couldn't see it because I wasn't using it consistently enough, because I didn't really enjoy it enough to want to keep using it or see the benefits of it to want to keep using it. So one and done on that one. And of course, if you've watched my previous videos, you know me, I'm a CeraVe girl. I can't recall if I use this as just my full body moisturizer or separate hand moisturizer, but right now I continue to enjoy using it. And so I don't see that changing anytime soon. So again, love it, head to toe. It works. So I keep using it. Oh, what else here do I have? Okay, so I've got a bunch more body creams in here. Again, I used up a lot, so I am very happy for that. I love that for me. And I want to keep that up because I've got plenty more of where these products came from. And so I just need to keep on doing that. So, let's see here. I will go ahead but again, I am jumping all over the place here because as I'm grabbing them out, knowing the ones that are going to be easiest to talk about and knock out, I'm just kind of also handling it that way. So next up here, I've got some body oils from Ancient Cosmetics. I will say I purchased these again back in 2024. I was doing a comparison between Ancient Cosmetics and Brown Sugar Babe. And if you're familiar with Brown Sugar Babe, I love Brown Sugar Babe body oils. I know not everyone does, but I enjoy them. I think they're incredibly moisturizing. The scent lasts forever. In fact, it outpaces sometimes some of the fragrances that I wear. But I was also trying to find some budget-friendly body oils as well. And so Ancient Cosmetics had this crazy sale. I don't know if I've seen anything like it since then, but it took me forever to use these body oils up. And I think there's one other body oil that it was a peach one I had to toss because I couldn't get through it all and it was going bad. It did not smell good, but I had also had it for almost 2 years. And on here it says 6 months is what they have on the label. So I was pushing my luck. I would say for these, if you have your body oils and you have them stored away from the sun in a temperature controlled spot, you keep them tightly, you keep the lids on them, protect them as much as possible. You can get them to last longer, but the instructions on here clearly say, be generous, pour a few drops into your palms and massage into skin. And so for these, I knew like when I smelled the peach one and kind of saw where that was going, I knew like these were going to be going in the same direction too if I didn't use them up. And so the 3 scents I have here, I have caramel butterscotch, I've got toasted marshmallow, and I've got sugar rush. These were lightly scented in comparison to Brown Sugar Babe, but these are also, I think I got these for maybe like $5 each. There was some crazy sale that Ancient Cosmetics was having at the time. And so for me to be able to go through and use these up, I did have my different scent combos with them. And I was also using them like when I got out of the shower, like kind of similar to for that Jergens post-shower body lotion. I was using these before, like after I got out of the shower, like my skin was still wet, just kind of just pour it all on, pat my skin dry, put my body lotion on, and I probably put like a little bit on as well to, again, keep using these up. Because I've seen for some, for like Brown Sugar Babe, I've seen people like the recommendation, like, oh, use them in your bath water also. And like, I don't want to do that because I'm not at that medic alert, life alert bracelet stage. And if I were to put this in my bath water, I would be catapulted toward being in that stage of life where it'd be like slipping and sliding, fall in the tub, break a hip. So I don't use my body oils that way, but I use them like, post shower to use them up. So all that to say is, would I buy these again? I'd probably try some different scents, and I would not get them in this particular size because, again, they took forever to use up, and I still have some of that toasted marshmallow left, but I'm just gonna, it's just gonna go bye-bye. I want to say this is probably like an 8-ounce bottle. So if they had a smaller bottle, I would buy that up. I would purchase that and not get the big bottle unless it's one that you love. You have one that you are using day in and day out to get through it in the 6 months. And again, like the instructions say, you're being generous with it. So I think for right now, for that brand, it's one and done. But they do have some body creams that I would like to try out. But again, in the smallest size possible to make sure I enjoy it and can get a good use out of it. All right, so now I've got to go through and kind of do some rapid fire here because I am at the 50-minute mark for this video. So for my body creams, I've got the Ice Lemon Pound Cake. This one has a note of sugary glazed icing, pure lemon zest, fluffy pound cake. Love this. I still have one more in this packaging as well I need to use up. So I would buy this again. I'm not in a rush to because I want to use up what I already have. And once I use that up, again, not a huge rush right now, but as long as they continue to sell it, I could probably see having one more bottle after the other one runs out just to, you know, it's a good gourmand basic to have that I like. Same for the strawberry pound cake. So this one's got the notes of fresh strawberries, golden shortcake, and whipped cream. I think this is another good gourmand basic to have as well. So I would buy these two again, but I would only stick to just buying one bottle. I wouldn't have backups because I'm still trying to get through. Like I said, I've got a backup of this one that I need to get through before it goes bad. This one is the strawberry snowflakes. I don't have the specific notes for these, but for this one, this is a travel size. I love this. I don't think it's still being sold right now, and I don't know if it'll come back for any winter sales, but I enjoyed it and I liked it. It was a light, sparkling scent. Went great with the Cali Yambuji marshmallow. And so this gets offered sold again. I think I have a backup of this one. I still have the bottle I'm going through. And I think I have the lotion as well. So I'm good on that. But if Bath and Body Works were to offer it again, I'd buy it again. I liked it. I also have this Jergens Sweet Citrus with citrus essential oil. I love this stuff. This goes great with, this is just for me, the basic citrus scent. I pair this with the Dr. Teal's. It's another citrus vitamin C body wash that love this. I think the only place I can find it anymore though is Walgreens. So I do have another bottle that I've since started using of this, or I guess container, whatever is what you call it. So I would buy this again and keep this again as a staple. So enjoy this a ton. So if you're looking for a nice clean citrus scent, very, to me, orange-ish heavy, goes great with, again, your citrus scents. I don't get cleaning product from it. I know sometimes that's always a tough thing with some of the citrus body care and fragrances, but I would recommend this. I like it. I'll buy it again. I've also got the Lone Edition Sweet Cream Whipped Shea Butter by Tree Hut. Love this as well. As you can see, it's like, man, I cleaned this out. I have another one of this because for a while they sold it limited edition and then they brought it back, I want to say last year. And so when it came back, or actually earlier this year maybe, but either way, I went and bought another jar of this. So I have a backup to use up. So I like this one. Yeah, I would say in terms of, there's the other one I have that is by, is it Philosophy? I think it is Philosophy. That one's I think like a sweet cream also. Like I like this one a lot better. The other one's a body lotion. This one I enjoy a lot more. So I would buy this again, but again, I would only have one backup to this one versus like 2 or 3 because that's too much. And again, it takes me a minute to get through these products if you couldn't tell. I've got the Vaseline Cocoa Butter Healing Jelly. Love this. It's a staple. Always will be. And then I've got this cocoa butter, this little tiny one. This is like the lip therapy version of the Vaseline. I think it's got some additional, like, I think, does this one have vitamin E? This one has vitamin E in it. I think it's specifically for your lips. Love this. To me, this has the same consistency as like the Laneige overnight lip masks. And then also the Bath and Body Works. They have an overnight lip mask. I don't like the Laneige ones. I think they're a waste of money. In fact, they make my lips drier than like when I put them warm to bed. And it's kind of like, how is that supposed to work where I put an overnight lip mask on and my lips are even drier the next morning? I didn't get that. Didn't like it. So I would say for, again, that budget friendly option, you've got the Vaseline one here. They've come in, I think this is the cocoa butter and vitamin E. They have like a rose one where it's got like a little pink tinge to it. There's a creme brulee, and I think there's like a vanilla one. So I already have some backups of these. Love them. We'll continue to buy them. So between this one and then the Bath and Body Works lip mask, I would buy that one again, but for right now, this works. So that's what I'm rolling with. So, and then I've got the Gold Bond Therapeutic Foot Cream. Love this. Would buy this again. And I say this as someone where I don't like minty, like peppermint, spearmint. It could be a note in some of my body care products, but it cannot be a dominating note. I don't like it. I don't like smelling like mouthwash. That's just me, or toothpaste. In the same way some people, they don't like gourmands. I don't like smelling minty, but this one's got jojoba and peppermint oil. But it also has urea, so UREA, and that is the ingredient that actually softens your skin on your, on your feet and on your skin as well, just your full body, I would say. And so I like it for that reason as well. And so I will continue to buy this because I think it does do a great job of keeping my feet moisturized and from, again, not being ashy or flaky, or, when if your feet, you kind of get those little dry spots and you rub them against your bed sheets and you hear that little sound. I don't like that. This prevents that. So then I've got another hand mask formula here is from Bath and Body Works Intense Moisture Hand Mask. This one was okay. This one was more of almost like a petroleum jelly type consistency versus a hand cream. It was all right. I wouldn't buy it again. I just rather have a good hand cream like the Drunk Elephant one I talked about earlier. For my body butter, I've got the Caramel Marshmallow Swirl. I think I've talked about this from Sugar Mama Fragrances in my last video. Love Sugar Mama Fragrances. Would buy again. Love this scent. Very dessert-like. Again, this is another one that smells good enough to eat. But as I said before in my last video, don't. And this is a perfect size. I love this size. This is like my ideal size of where you can try it, you can wear it, but you're not struggling to use it all up. So I would buy this again. And at some point, when I put another dent in the items I have, I will patronize this business again. I have, I think, like one more. It's either this one or it's a caramel buttercream that I have in a little small fridge in my bedroom that I'm saving that until fall comes through because right now it's too hot and heavy to wear this, but I also have had this for a minute and I don't want it to, go bad. I want to use it up. So all that to say is I have a backup of this one or another variation of this one that I will use up, and I will buy it again at a later date and try some additional scents from that business as well. So I really like it and would recommend it. So and then I've got the Fenty Skin Butter Drop Vanilla Dream Shimmering Whipped Oil Body Cream. This one was okay. Again, I'm not a big fan of anything with shimmer in it. The scent was great. I loved the scent, but the consistency of it felt as if it didn't really sink into my skin. It just sat on top of it, and I was not the biggest fan of it for that reason. So I wouldn't buy this again, and I don't know if they still sell them in this size. So I will, yeah, good on that. One and done. All right. Now I just got a threat from my phone that my battery's running low. So let me go ahead and, get this wrapped up because we're at an hour now. So, and if you've stayed watching this long, thank you so much. Go ahead, fast forward through it, get what you need from these videos, and leave the rest for someone else who wants something different. So, We'll go through on then I've got some additional skincare items here. I've got the CeraVe makeup removing cleanser balm. I like this one. There's some other cleansing balms I would like to try before I decide to repurchase this, but I liked it. A little bit goes a long way, and it's way better than the makeup cleansing wipes. If you have tried the makeup or the makeup removing wipes, those things smell like garbage. I don't even think I returned them back to Target, and this is back before, you know, we kind of were starting to cancel Target, I suppose. I didn't like them. I used one. I thought the thing went bad. I wrote a negative review on the Target website and tossed them in the trash. This one still kind of has, it doesn't smell the best, but it does do a great job, and you don't have to keep on your face too long for it to actually work. I've got the Ordinary Glycolic Acid 7% exfoliating toner. Love this stuff. Use it on my face. Use it on my pits, under boob. Again, just to kill that bacteria that gets left behind, you know, kind of when you sweat. I like it for that reason. And I also like this if I don't use this every day. I don't use it every night, because usually if I use it on my face, I have to use it at night as it's recommended on here. So that way, it's not causing any, I guess, sun damage for any exposure during the day. So it says, yeah, apply once daily, ideally in the evening. So love this. We'll continue to use it. Worked great. And again, it's nice for if my skin starts to feel or look dull. I'll use it for that reason, and probably alternate it with the exfoliating scrub that I talked about earlier. In my last video, I had talked about the Sombre vitamin C serum that I use that I love. This one is the one that I had said, like, my esthetician recommended it because it's got some more of like the skin firming qualities to it. I didn't like it, and I've been using the vitamin C serum again, and my skin has been responding great to it. So this is a one and done. Would not use this again, but it says increases moisture levels of the skin and results in softer, smoother skin. My skin said nah, didn't like it, so back on the vitamin C serum. I've got 2 Peter Thomas Roth mini masks here that I had purchased as part of a kit. They were okay. One was like the 24 karat gold mask, and the other one is a water drench. This is supposed to be, I think this is for firming. I think this was more for, you know, adding additional moisture. They were okay. I think one and done for those. What else do I have here? This one is another one where I did not finish it all the way. You probably can't tell what it is, but it is a Smashbox tinted moisturizer with, I think, SPF 30? No, SPF 25. I love this stuff, but I couldn't get through this fast enough. And so, and I ended up cutting it open to get the rest of the product that was out of it. But because I probably had this open for so long, I'm like, it's probably not going to give me the sun protection that I need. So I have another one of these that I've got on backup. I haven't opened it yet because I've been using up a lot of my other sunscreens, again, using one of them at a time so they can still remain effective in the skin and the sun protection. But I love this stuff. It's not a very, I use it instead of like a heavy foundation. There is a little bit where it's buildable. You can use it with your, what is it, concealer. So I love that. We'll continue to buy it. Those are one of my staples that I also enjoy. All right. And then we've got here the Way St. Bart's Body Cream. This is the travel size. Love this. Smells like vacation in a jar. I think I have the big full size of this. I've got, and I think I have a backup of this because I went to go use my Ulta points multiplier back in March. So love this stuff. It is part of it's a staple going forward. So I just need a way to stop playing around and actually release the EDP for it and stop releasing all these other body mists. I want the St. Bart's EDP, because all the other brands mimic. They have an EDP for it that they released. Sand and Fog, they have a perfume oil of that, which I think it's maybe tropical dragon fruit. I need a way to get on your business and give us, for those of us who want it, the EDP. All right. So we're going to end this with the fragrances that I finished. Two of these smell the same, but they are not, you know, they're cousins, maybe distant cousins. This is a KLE Capri in a Bottle Lemon Sugar and the Forever Mood Hard to Get. I enjoyed these both, and I'm on the fence on whether I'll repurchase them because, or if I'll repurchase both of them. It's one or the other, but not both. They smell similar to me. But I'm thinking this one may have lasted a little longer. Now, I purchased this when this first came out, and so perhaps over time it's gotten stronger versus when I first purchased it. Maybe I don't know, if you believe in maceration is a thing, I feel maybe it macerated longer and is now lasting longer as a result. But I enjoy these both. I just need to figure out which one I'm going to purchase again. I do still have one more 10 ml of this one to use up. And I did buy the Mimic version of this to see, again, if I can use that as a substitute versus buying another smaller bottle of this, because that's just what works for me. And then I also did buy the Sand and Fog version of this, of the Lemon Sugar. I think that's what it's called. So, but I do enjoy these both. So stay tuned as whether I decide to buy one or the other, or if I cave and just get both. So, but I do enjoy these. They're very sweet, candy, gourmand scents that both go well with the Bath and Body Works Lemon Pound Cake that I talked about earlier. And then, yes, so this is Burberry Her, and that was a scent I was thinking of when I was talking about the Bath and Body Works Gingham. That this went great with it because it's got a peach note in it, I think. And that's the only way it ended up getting used, was because I just discovered that it went great with the Bath and Body Works gingham scent. So I don't know if I'd buy this again though. It was all right. I think I'm fine with this being a one and done, which is why it's nice to get travel sizes, especially if, you know, you smell it, you fall in love with it, but over time you're like, there's something about it I don't like. At least it's a travel size and not a full bottle that you don't have to figure out how you're going to rehome it. And finally, as the conclusion of this long video, I've got the Cocoa Paradise Fine Fragrance Mist from Bath & Body Works. This was okay. I don't know if I would buy it again. Sometimes I am hit or miss with the coconut scents. Sometimes I love them. Sometimes I don't love them. And based on that, I wouldn't buy this again. And if I did decide that, I've got a hankering to smell like coconut again, I'll just get the travel size. And then I've got the Dalal by Crown Perfumes. This is just that, very generic caramel scent. I have a backup of this. It's okay. It's very layerable because it doesn't really have a lot of lasting power. So you almost have to overspray. And sometimes this almost gives me body mist vibes in terms of how long it lasts. But I did buy another bottle to try out because it's reasonably priced. At least it was last time I looked. So it's under 20 bucks. So we'll say that. Hopefully it's still under 20 bucks. That's what I remember, because I don't think I paid 20 bucks when I purchased this bottle initially. And so I'm going to give it another go. See, again, the layering, test out, if it is lasting longer than what I noticed, if I've gone nose blind to it. But yeah, so we'll give it one more go. And if that other bottle I have doesn't really give me what I'm looking for, then that'll be instead of a one and done, two and done. So, all right. If you have stayed with me this whole time, thank you so much for watching. If you love this or like this video, enjoyed the content, want to see more from me, hit the like button. It's free. So is also subscribing, also free. So, if there's things you want to buy that you don't necessarily want to, and you're just like, hey, let me see what that lady on the internet, did she buy it? Does she like it? Go ahead and live vicariously through me. That's all right. It's free for you. Cost me some money, but I've already spent it and I'm just trying to use up all my stuff. But anyway, let me know in the comments if there are any of these items that you've tried, you liked, you didn't like. And yeah, until then, thanks for watching and I'll see you later.